Are we
I don't
trying
get
to
it.
eradicate truth from
Not only, well,
conversation?
I do agree. I believe that they are trying to censor speech, and
Okay, that's a
really,
better way of saying it.
I really feel that we've gotten into a dangerous zone. Today is the official day. You're right.
Just realized. Nice. All right.
June
Well, happy
21st.
summer to you and to all. Let's
Yeah.
go. Summer is short, so you gotta pack it all in and enjoy
Exactly. Get outside every day and just enjoy the 3 months we have of summer.
it. Yeah, I don't even. Is it 3? Because
June, July, August.
I mean, maybe it's still a thing from like our school days, but Caravana was like that long weekend in August was like the end of summer to me. Everything seemed
Oh,
to
really?
start to get like you're just anticipating. All right, back to school. It's 3 weeks.
Labor
2
Day
weeks.
did that for me. Labor Day.
Well, Labor Day is officially done.
Yeah,
Done.
official, yeah. Done.
That's funny. So yeah, I've always considered like mid August is like the end of summer, but I'm not in school anymore, so I guess it can run till the weather changes. Really.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh man, it's funny. We're talking about summer, and I'm sitting here wearing winter clothes, working in this iceberg I call an office.
It's so funny how we do that. Like we complain about the cold in the winter, and then as soon as it gets hot, we freeze up our houses to keep cold.
Man.
It's nuts.
But I mean, I'm downstairs, so
Yeah,
I was talking to
basements
someone the
are-
other day, and I was like, it's hilarious because it's like I have 3 climate zones in my house.
It's so true.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is the coldest one that I'm in now. But by the time I get to the top floor, I'm like in a marina.
Roasting.
It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, if I wear this
Marina.
upstairs. I was
Is
trying
that
to
'cause
use
you
the
won't-
politically
'Cause you won't
correct
call
term.
it. You won't call it the other thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore. I just stopped.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
I still call them wife beaters, but I love
Oh
that you
god,
are
we just
trying
got
hard.
canceled. You can't cancel a
You can't
podcast.
get
I know. It
canceled.
just
It's an
where
article
did that
of
term?
clothing.
Well, I know where that term came from. Never mind.
And like you have to literally do something egregious to be canceled. I don't think like.
Are we over
there is-
that?
I am. I am 1,000% over.
Do you represent the whole world?
No. I'm
Like, is
just
it still a
personally-
thing? Are we over that as far as like you could be canceled for just not lightly treading on words?
I think unless it's, a Diddy or a Spacey situation or a Kelly
Lord of
situation,
mercy.
I think those people deserve to be canceled. But I think there's sometimes just conversations that get taken out of context.
Yeah,
People make mistakes,
often.
especially in podcasts or live recordings. We're just talking, and I
Yeah,
think
things
that
come out.
exactly. You think about the casual conversations you have. We're recording,
Right.
but
right.
you and I are just talking. I say dumb shit all the time.
And the
So,
longer
I
you
mean-
talk is the more you kind of get comfortable in the conversation.
Exactly,
Like if you think of
exactly.
like Shannon Sharp show, it's like 3
Right.
hours.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
imagine after a while you forget about the cameras and you're just
Exactly.
on the couch.
You're
So
Exactly. You're drinking, you're sipping, things can slip out.
I could only
And,
imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I wonder
hilarious.
if they have to edit. I wonder if they edit a lot of those conversations.
I meant to.
wonder-
You know what? I am wondering about this because his show specifically. Now, I
Mhm.
guess it depends. This is hilarious because I watched an episode. I don't remember who each of these were from this example were with, but I watched an episode and they beeped out. The top of my head's chopped off, and I just realized now they beeped out every curse word, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were doing that. Seems like a lot of work."
Well,
However,
was it in the first 7 minutes?
I think this was throughout.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
it was. But
YouTube
there
has
weren't
a
too many.
monetization violation
Oh.
that if you are in that intro section,
Right.
if you curse, you could potentially lose your monetization and
Okay.
actually get the thing taken down. I think it's just the first 7 minutes.
Got you. This one was
Unless
throughout,
you're
but
Rogan.
it wasn't like he was, it wasn't like full of profanity. However,
Right.
what's that comedian's name? I sent you the link, and I was like, this guy's hilarious.
Gary Owen? Was
Oh,
it a white guy or black guy?
Black guy. He was on on Club Shay Shay. I forgot his name. Heavy
Earthquake?
set guy. He lost a lot of weight.
Oh, Laval
Yeah.
Crawford.
I think it
Laval
was
Crawford.
his episode. They couldn't keep up, so they just didn't bother.
Yeah.
Because when I was listening to one, I was like, oh, wow, they take a lot of time. Someone's actually going through and inserting beep over all these scattered throughout. But then when
Yeah.
they got to his, it's like they didn't even bother trying because it was impossible.
Then why
That's what I'm
bother?
thinking anyways.
Why
Or else
bleep
maybe
Shannon
somebody
then?
had a day off. Huh?
Then why bleep Shannon?
No, they're bleeping on one episode. They bleeped
Oh,
the
I see what you're
guests like
saying.
all
Yeah, gotcha,
together. But
gotcha.
the
Right,
next
right.
episode they couldn't. Either someone had a day off or they ran out of time, but they
Yeah,
just didn't bother trying. And I was like,
that's
oh,
interesting. Huh, I wonder why.
because it seemed like a lot of work when I heard it. Because it was like every couple minutes, but then the next guy was like every 14 seconds. So they were like,
Wow.
yeah, if it gets pulled, it gets pulled, I guess.
Right,
So I didn't
right.
realize that was just first 7 minutes was a thing with YouTube. That's as
Yeah,
far as
there's
they check.
definitely. And there's other words now. I've noticed podcasts will not say the R word anymore. Like, I don't know if that's a thing.
Oh,
R to the A to the P to the E.
oh, got you.
Yeah, they won't say that word on. They won't say KILL. I don't know.
That's
I don't know
weird.
why I'm spelling it, but
Just
yeah,
so
there's
we don't
certain
get
words
pulled
now.
from.
I guess they're triggering words or whatever. So
uh,
people
it's
that
context, though.
avoid. I know,
If you're
buddy.
telling a story of something that happened, how do you avoid?
I'm with you, buddy.
Are we
I don't
trying
get
to
it.
eradicate truth from
Not only well,
conversation?
I do agree. I believe that they are trying to censor speech, and
Okay, that's a
really,
better way of saying it.
I really feel that we've gotten into a dangerous zone of censorship
Censoring.
where, I think we're over censoring now. And
So
as a
there's no
result, like you
freedom of
said, we're
speech.
changing the context of conversations. And now people are scared to say things or scared to
Everything.
speak about topics. You say there's one particular or two particular groups that if you speak about them, you better tread lightly. And
Yikes.
those ones seem to be very, very volatile in terms of just creating that online rage. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And potentially being canceled.
It's scary. Yeah, tread lightly with your speech. Then
Your words. I think
don't
that's
speak freely.
dangerous, though,
It is.
because
It's.
you want to listen to the opposition. It's important to just have discourse, and you shouldn't be married to your ideology. That is
Yes.
very dangerous.
And you shouldn't be
And
offended by someone's. Yeah. Nah, I
yeah,
don't know.
it's so weird how people have taken just conversations, and you've probably seen it, how enraged someone gets about something. You're like, why is this making you so
Woo.
mad? Like,
Sorry. I saw an email closed the deal I've been fingers crossed about just now, so
beautiful.
I let out a woo.
Congrats.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No problem,
So
Mark.
a virtual hug for anyone listening. I'm feeling it today when the grind pays off.
Shout out to
Continue.
Mark.
Sorry, sir. Shout out to marketing. This is guerrilla marketing.
But
We'll
also
talk
shout
about.
out to Mark because he wooed.
Oh, wow, Mark, who brought
No, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
brought us a good show.
it. Yeah.
It was so close.
I know. I had to stop you. I was like, no, please don't say his last name.
Ricky's a sensitive thug too. We all need hugs. Man, it's funny. Okay, I
Oh.
wasn't gonna say his last name. I was gonna say who brought us the particular group that was at the show.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was gonna say, but it's all right.
You were there, right?
The funky one, I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funky man.
Remember,
Funky
because it was
man.
just one out of a group. Okay.
Funky man.
All right, I'm gonna talk to everyone listening right now. Imagine that you got invited to a show. Let's use someone big, commercially known group. You got invited to see the Backstreet Boys. Okay.
Color Me Bad. Color Me Bad's a better
Okay. Yeah.
reference.
Yeah. Either way, in sync. We'll pick a group, right?
No, because they're still,
Yeah, I got you.
It's
Got
really
you.
important to kind of just
Okay.
understand.
Okay. That's
Color
okay.
Me Bad. Yeah,
Okay. However, you show up. You're looking for the group. There's just
Just
one.
color.
It's just yes, yes. You're invited to this thing. You're like, oh, this is gonna be dope. This is like a
Yeah.
throwback. One of the group members is there. Just one.
Not only that,
Least
it's
significant.
endorsed and marketed by someone you believe has, celebrity equity and
Right.
has some type of name in the city and recognition that this
But-
show should be on a particular level.
But said name is yeah. It was interesting.
Beyond interesting.
I don't know how we got here. Actually, I can't even remember.
Is the woo. You woo.
The woo, yes. The woo. Yeah, so if like you expecting Wu-Tang, but
Yeah.
actually that wouldn't be bad because if you got one member and you're a true fan, you'd still be like, all right, this is dope.
Yeah, depending
Bad
on
example.
which member
Yeah.
of the Wu Tang, I'd be elated. You kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. Funny how conversations just Just take you wherever you're
turns,
going.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Take you wherever you're going. We're talking about freedom of speech. I'm still I'm still trying to digest it all. I mean, it is what it is. Is there a lot of because there's not censorship like this in music, or is there? Am I just
There
not
is.
listening?
There
Yeah.
is.
Is
To a
there have there been
degree.
like massive cuts in what's allowed to be said now?
Yeah. I don't want to go down that road, but
No, I'm just
there's
wondering because I guess I'm not really
very famous
listening.
songs. If you remember All About the Benjamins,
Yes,
there's a blank out of that, and it was interesting. Like
like not a blank curse word, just a
they
word,
bleeped, oh yes,
a
and they
word.
bleeped a word. I guess it because it was deemed offensive. The line was deemed offensive, even
Got
though
you.
the word was incredibly harmless, and the line in All About the Benjamins was, to me, not that inflammatory or derogatory in any way, shape, or form.
It's a hip hop
Um,
song, but I never thought anything offensive about that song. It's about
and right,
money.
and there's nothing. Even the line is not offensive, and now you're gonna go
That's
back and listen
interesting.
and go, "Oh wow, I didn't even know they bleeped it."
So they're going
Well,
back in time and bleeping.
no, no, no. This has been bleeped since the dawn of time.
Oh, I
Since
thought
it.
you meant a recent thing.
Oh no, no,
Oh, is
no.
that the
That
one
was
where they like kind of reverse?
no. I'll tell you
Okay,
another
okay,
time.
okay, okay.
Off mic. But then also, Biggie had a line about. At first, it was allowed. It was on What's Beef,
Okay.
and it's how do I say it? It was really bad. It was a hard line to say, and I'll just say it. As
Don't worry,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
beep
say
you.
it. Okay, you're
I'll
gonna beat
bleep you.
me.
Yeah.
Say, don't you know my niggas that'll fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over
Oh,
the
that's a lot of
bridge.
bleeps. Oh
Yeah,
god.
a lot of bleeps. So just bleep the
That's a
whole
lot of
thing.
bleeps. Okay. Well, that's a
But
good example of what I was
that's
talking
the
about
one,
with the
right?
Shannon
And
Sharp
that's the
show.
line. And it was you're like, whoa. And then eventually they were like, no.
Well, okay. Well,
So
there's a
at
difference
first it was
between
released, and then they
and
started
then
to
they
go
went
back
back.
and
That one I
listen.
agree with. There's a difference between like this oversensitivity and like trying to control people's just
And the
ideas and
two examples that I
expression.
gave you
Yeah,
are one of each. Like one is
got you.
what?
That's
That's
night and day.
harmless. And the second one is like, I get it.
Extremely.
Bleep it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. You shouldn't have been. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. You
Yeah.
mentioned Biggie, and you actually mentioned these was it Puff Daddy, Diddy,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
earlier. I haven't looked at the updates, but did we talk? I don't think we talked about that on here.
The Diddy situation?
Yeah. You scared to?
I'm not scared to. I think
Think he'll come after you?
no, I'm too small and Canadian for him to care about
Small
me.
and Canadian. All right,
I
so
think
you could be. Yeah, I guess you have to at least be one of the two. You can't be small and Canadian because Drake's
right, right.
Canadian, but he's not
Yeah,
small.
right.
So yeah, okay.
And there's an interesting story between Mr.
Those
Diddy
two.
and those two. Yeah, I'll
At
tell
least
you
you
another
put some
time off
respect on
camera.
it. You called him Mister Diddy. All right, we don't have to talk
Sick.
about that. It seems like you
No,
don't
we
want
can
to.
talk about it. I'm
No,
not
it's just
scared to talk
it's not
about
a
it.
good situation. Not that you're scared. I'm just joking. It's just a
Sick
messed up
and
situation.
twisted. Yeah.
What's messed up is because he was at the top of the game and such a respected businessman for so long, and I don't know if there was like a lot of lead up to this all coming out this way, like publicly or like quietly
There's
publicly,
been
but
there's been a
there's
lot of whispers behind the scenes about
mm,
that man and his parties. A lot. Like a
okay,
lot for 20 something years. I specifically
mm.
remember a clip of Exhibit in at the height of Pimp My Ride, if you remember that
Oh,
classic
that
show.
show is so dope.
And
Yeah.
he made a comment. It went viral. He made a comment about him and Diddy going to a party and what he saw there, and then other celebrities had hinted at Diddy parties as well for at
Mm.
least 20 years. And
20 years. Yeah.
he
Wow.
has casually made reference to his dominance in terms of just behind the scenes and what
Mm.
he's, and I always said from the get-go, I'm never worried about the gentlemen that are talking about the guns and the shooting and the like the drugs and all that. If you're
Fair.
rapping about it,
Mhm.
most likely you're not doing it. I would say 96% of them aren't doing a single
True.
thing.
Okay, I could
But
see
the
that.
ones that are talking the bubblegum rap and the fun stuff,
Mm.
those are the ones that you should be watching very keenly. If you remember, John Forte was
Uh,
rapping "Staying Alive" with the Refugee All Stars, having
yeah.
fun, just a
Yeah, yeah,
happy-go-lucky
true,
guy.
true.
Got caught smuggling 700 pounds of weed over the Mexican border. Okay,
Yeah, that's
there's another gentleman. He was singing
gosh.
nothing but fun, and he got caught with large amounts of cocaine. It's
So you're
most
doing it, you're not
gangsters don't
talking
want
about
that yet.
it. You don't
They
want
don't
that
want
heat.
that heat on them at all.
No, that makes sense. So watch out for the bubblegum rappers.
Just
Not
be
the actual
careful.
rappers of your bubblegum. Rappers who
But
are
this
light and fluffy.
industry in
Hmm.
general is just so dark. There's so much nasty, dark energy when you
Yeah.
think of the quote unquote industry, and
Hmm.
you think about all the people that have been chewed up and spit out, disregarded,
True.
abused, literally abused, and
Yeah.
pushed to the side or left for dead. And you think of
True.
the ones that just went away quietly, like
There's a
the
lot.
Carrie Hilsons, the Mayas, the Tamiyas.
Oh
I'm not
man,
saying anything
talent
bad
though.
happened to them, but yeah,
Yeah.
extremely talented people that were
Yep.
charting, that were beautiful, that had, a look that you could
Yep.
see had star quality, all of a
Yeah.
sudden just
Yeah.
disappear off the scene.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? And then you find out, Maya specifically, she always hinted at never having to sell her soul.
Oh,
And
she didn't want to drink
she
that
stood on
Kool-Aid.
that. Right. And
Yeah.
what some people are willing, I know personally, and I'm sure you do too, what people are willing to do in
Yep.
the name of fame. It's disgusting. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I just wonder, is this the day of reckoning for all of these people? You think of the Weinsteins and the
Oh yeah. It
Cosbys.
seems like there's
It's just a
like
lot of nastiness at the top levels. Are more
why?
people or more
Why?
things going to
Why?
come out? I think power corrupts
Mm.
anybody,
Money,
and
power,
absolute power
access,
corrupts absolutely.
control.
Yeah. And I think
That's
it's scary when you get that. So I'm worried about you, to be honest, because of
whoa, me.
your status of
Oh,
you're
jeez.
just constantly ascending.
I thought you were joking, like trying to imply that I'm like,
I
like
worry
no,
that
clean as a
one
whistle,
day
man.
that
No,
darkness is
man.
going to
I
come
know.
for
You
you.
have to have like extremely high moral compass, I think, and just. But I mean, a lot of these people too come from good backgrounds, so that doesn't say much about that. But I guess, like you said, there's temptations, and there's I guess when you reach a certain level, because imagine like you mentioned some of those names, you reach this level like Maya, your level of success. That's like you're there. You're a
Yeah.
step away from being like there, like
Yeah, yeah.
Beyonce there.
Maya was there. She had Ghetto
She was,
Superstar. She
yeah,
was a top name. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But then there's levels to that too. It looks
Hmm.
like. So then,
Hmm.
do you settle with that, knowing that if you stay there, you're probably just gonna go down. Like you're gonna kind of fade away out of the public eye at least. Or do you do whatever it takes to get to that next level? And I know as humans, there's always like a thirst for more, trying to push yourself to be better. If you're famous, more fame because there's more opportunity in that. So
Right.
it seems like once you get to a certain point, it could be difficult to say no.
uh, at a cost. Yeah, I think once you're in their system, you saying no, they will cut
It's
your
too
head off.
late. So you have
And
to
yeah,
say
and
no
leave you.
first.
Right.
Yeah.
But then again, if you don't play the game, you're not going to get
You
into
don't
their
get to that
world
level.
of the glitz and glamour, right?
Yeah.
So you have to, shake hands with the devil if you want to play in his playground.
Nope. I'm not
And
trying to
a
do
lot of
that.
people won't. And you now get to see, I always big them up, but there's always these artists that had not played the game that, still were on a level. Some of them are on a level that you couldn't even comprehend because they're
True.
beating the system and they're making more money than these quote unquote signed famous artists.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
And that's not
it's
just
interesting.
music, I guess, right? Because
Exactly. No.
that's acting, comedy. I'm assuming same sort of.
Yeah. Comedy's definitely another one where you can see the famous guy and the not famous guy, who's
Yeah,
in the machine, who's not in the machine. I think now a lot of people have the ability to see who is in that machine, who's playing in that
it's
playground,
getting
and
clearer
who's
and
not.
clearer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
And it's all just smoke and mirrors. And real talent, Tamia could still sell out a show. She's still performing. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean? But
not
it's
on that
just
level.
you're not going to see her on TV because she isn't playing in their playground. You know what I mean? You're
So
not
let's
gonna see her at
circle
the
back to
awards.
me now. You weren't afraid that I would play in that playground. You're just
No, but I
okay.
believe that every man, especially in this industry, in the industries that we work in,
Yeah.
there is a moment where the devil will pat you on the shoulder and ask you if you want to come with them. And at
Mm,
that moment, you have to decide if you will go or if you won't go. And I literally have seen men
that's crazy.
accept the devil's invitation, and
Dang.
it didn't even work out for them. But just for the
Isn't that
chance,
even worse? Just the
right? Yeah,
just the
right.
chance at the
Just the
opportunity.
chance, exactly. And
Oh boy.
it's dark in film and music, my friend.
Yeah.
Very dark.
Wow. Wow. But it's not dark here where we are because we're
Not
shining
at all.
lights, not
Very
drinking the
bright.
Kool-Aid.
Shine
No,
bright
no,
like a
no.
diamond.
Wow, you could really go down, and I'm glad we didn't say the name of any of these groups responsible for any of these things that happen, but
Right.
you could really go down. I know people who go down that rabbit hole who are lost in it, and it's like, I
Tons.
get it, but it doesn't affect us in the way that you think it might, so it might be best just to not, you know?
I struggle because, yeah, at first I used to want to know a lot. And then the more you know, it's like maybe ignorance is bliss because
Yeah.
I just want to find a little bit of light in this weird, dark world. Because the
It's
more
very
you
weird.
hear about, the behaviors of not, I don't want to just say the elite, but, people in control and the people that are really pulling the strings in
Yeah.
entertainment and government, global politics,
Yep.
just all of the nasty things that we've been exposed to. It's like I could only imagine the
Yeah,
disgusting stuff that happens
that's
that we
just what
don't
makes
know
it
of.
through to us. So that,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, lives lost and the cost of cover-ups and all sorts of weird
right. Exactly.
conspiracies. Um, yeah, it's weird,
It's
man, but
overwhelming, and like you
it
said, people
is.
go down those holes, and it's hard to be happy when you know about all of this atrocities and horrible things that are being committed every single day. But at the
Every
same
day, yeah.
time, just like the yin and yang symbol, if you're surrounded by darkness, you can still be light and you can still attract light and you can
Let's be the
still
light.
find, happiness and joy in all of this suffering. It's still possible. And
It's still
I
possible.
try my hardest to hold on to some good moments and good people
Yep.
because, this world is chaos and darkness. But if you
Yeah,
find
yeah.
good people, hold on to them with dear life and just create memories. Make memories and try your
That's it.
best to just be the good in the world that you want to see.
Oh, I guess all I can say now is amen, man. Amen, brother. That is a fact. Let's just be the light that we want to see.
Be the
Starts with
good you
us,
want to
man.
see in the world. Joe Rogan always says, be the hero in your movie. Be the
Mm,
guy in the movie that's the hero. That's the guy you want to be. Or be the man to
yeah.
your wife that you like. Treat your woman the way you did when you wanted to get laid.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. There you go.
And if you always treat her that way, you'll be in good shape.
In
Because
true
if you
Ricky
think about
fashion. I thought you were going to say
yeah,
something a little different, but
what do you think I was gonna say?
I actually thought you were going to say something along the lines of like treat your wife the way you'd want to see another man treat your sister.
Oh,
That's what I thought you were going to say.
it's way more eloquent than my
Right?
perverted version.
I guess that's why it works with us.
Yeah.
We have our completely different ways of getting to the same place. So yeah,
And I
be the
think
light,
that's
man.
what I love about people like you and the people I keep around is you guys know I think weirdly. I definitely
You do.
do not
You're
think
very
conventionally.
refined, but at the same time rough around the edges.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. I was
But I
trying to compare you
appreciate
to a
other
food, but
perspectives. Please
nah,
don't.
nothing
I'm
came.
scared.
No, but it works, man.
Bully
Keep being
beef.
yourself. Keep being you. That was a great talk. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wanted to mention one more thing, but we got time. We control this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's another thing that's really funny to me, and I just want to. I mean, every now and then I don't like to get into the pop culture stuff, but
Yeah.
people like it, and every now and then you get drawn into something that's like, have you seen Kirk
Guilty of
Franklin's
it.
performances lately?
That's so weird you said that. I
Because he'd be like
saw one really quick.
twerking, and
Yeah, and I scrolled up. I just kept on
you're
scrolling
just like,
because I was
what
like,
is happening?
yeah, I don't even know.
What
I don't
happened to
even
the
want
guy
to.
who was singing "Now Behold the Lamb" at the piano?
Mm,
Now he's on stage in Jamaica wearing short shorts and cutoffs and twerking, and like it's hilarious because I was actually watching it with my pastor, He was showing me this thing, and I go, you know what's hilarious? I was like, press mute, and he did, and I was like, now let's watch and try to imagine what he's singing. It's
right.
it's so it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like the imagery of what I'm seeing in the performance
compared to the message
doesn't
he's conveying with his
line up with the message. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Do you think that's a part of? Because I mean, he's on a level as far as like he's a celebrity. I'm sure he's got tons of money and tons of deals.
Yep.
Do you think that there's anything other than arrogance that's driving that? Like, is it? Is it a record sales thing? Like, what's happening?
I can't say what I really think.
Okay. Add some water to the syrup and lighten it a bit, I guess.
I can get controversial if you want.
Is there controversy behind this?
But that specific topic, yes.
Really?
Yes. For me, in my opinion.
Okay. I didn't even consider.
The man was twerking on stage, sir.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay. Let's just. Do you want to do? Okay. Let me ask you this.
I've never twerked on stage.
Exactly.
I've never had
felt
that. No. Hold on. Sorry. I don't want anyone to twist that. I've never twerked. Okay.
Yeah. Right. But have you ever had the urge to twerk ever in your life?
No, not until
Brother
this
Anthony.
moment right here when I thought it might be funny if I did it. But no, other than that, never.
God. If you did, we would be out of here. Please.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I would. Oh my goodness. I don't even know.
Okay, I understand. And if you don't understand, then I don't know.
And then
listen to some more episodes so you understand how we run this thing, how Ricky's mind works, and then come back and replay it. Then you'll get it. I'm leaving it right there. Not another word, sir. Nope.
And think about his son.
I said not another word. Okay.
I tried to get it before you said it.
That's beautiful. Thanks for listening. This has been probably more fun for me than it has been for you, but I hope you enjoyed as well.
Until next time, y'all. Stay safe.